Okay, so if you're a web developer, you know the struggle. You've definitely felt the pain of wrestling with CSS, right? That constant search for a workflow that's fast, powerful, and, actually clean, it can feel endless. Well, today we're looking at a combination that might just be the answer you've been looking for. Tailwind CSS paired up with the component library DaisyUI. Let's start with a problem that every single one of us knows way too well. For years, writing CSS meant dealing with the same old headaches. I'm talking about massive, bloated style sheets, those endless debates over what to name your classes, and that constant nagging fear that changing one little thing over here is going to break something on a totally different page over there. The creators of Tailwind CSS even have a name for this whole mess. They call it class warfare. And it's the perfect description, isn't it? It's that feeling of literally fighting against your own code, wrestling with specificity, and trying to override styles that are buried deep in your style sheet. It's a battle we've all been in. And this is the exact problem that Tailwind CSS was built to solve. It came on the scene with this revolutionary utility-first approach that honestly completely changed the game. So what does utility-first actually mean? Well, instead of writing a big custom CSS class like, say, .bigBlueButton, you apply a bunch of small, single-purpose utility classes right in your HTML. Think of classes like BGBlue500, TextWhite, and PY2. You're literally building your design by composing these little building blocks. And this right here, this perfectly captures the trade-off. Before Tailwind, you were stuck writing custom CSS for every single element, which led to those giant bloated style sheets. With Tailwind, you build your designs right in your HTML, which is incredibly fast. But it introduces a new problem. Your code can get super verbose and kind of cluttered with these really long strings of classes. Which brings us to the big question, right? This workflow is fast, no doubt about it. But is there a way to get all the power of Tailwind's utilities without making our markup look like a mess with dozens of class names for every single element? The answer is a huge, resounding yes, and it comes in the form of DaisyUI. The best way to think about it is as this really intelligent layer that sits right on top of Tailwind and gives you pre-styled components on command. Now, this is the crucial point. DaisyUI isn't a replacement for Tailwind. It's a powerful enhancement. It takes those long, messy strings of utility classes and just bundles them up into these clean, semantic component classes like BTN for a button or card for a card. You really get the best of both worlds. And this is the aha moment. Seriously, look at this. On the left, you've got the visual chaos of pure Tailwind utility classes. And on the right, with DaisyUI, you get the exact same result using just a few clean component classes. Your HTML is suddenly readable and incredibly easy to maintain again. It's a beautiful thing. So what does this cleaner code actually get you? Let's look at some real measurable benefits, because this is about so much more than just looking pretty. It's about faster, more efficient development. First up, this number is just staggering. By using DaisyUI's components, developers write, on average, 88% fewer class names. Just let that sink in for a second. That is a massive reduction in the code you have to type, read, and debug. For teams, this is an absolute game changer for collaboration. The code is instantly easier to review and understand. And having fewer classes leads directly to another incredible benefit. Your final HTML file is about 79% smaller. Now, that's not just a technical win, it translates directly to faster page loads and a much better, snappier experience for your users. This table really just sums it all up perfectly. With DaisyUI, the verbosity plummets, development speed gets even faster, you get a powerful, built-in theming system right out of the box, and the overall maintainability of your project just skyrockets. It enhances Tailwind in every single key area. So, beyond all the impressive stats, why does this combination matter so much in the real world for developers and for the projects they're building every single day? Well, it matters because of features like these. It's pure CSS, so there's no heavy JavaScript dependency to slow you down. It's framework agnostic, which means you can use it with React, Vue, Svelte, pretty much whatever you prefer. And crucially, because it's built on Tailwind, you never lose control. You can always drop down and use a utility class to tweak any tiny little detail. It's the perfect blend of convenience and power. And hey, don't think this is just for simple landing pages. You can build sophisticated, fully featured applications just like this real-time chat interface. This entire polished UI was created using just DaisyUI and Tailwind CSS, which proves that this stack is absolutely ready for complex professional work. So this really brings us to our final thought. When you get the raw speed of utility classes combined with the clean, semantic structure of components, well, this combination offers a powerful new way to work. It solves the old, frustrating problems of CSS without introducing all the complexity that so often comes with new tools. So I guess the question is it time for you to rethink your CSS workflow?